Okay, so the sun plug's in. Let's get the oil out of here. See the way it looks different, and then I'm sure that's metallic-y, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that looked good, to be honest. Was that munching the bearings or bedding them in? I don't know. I literally don't know. So. Right guys, so today we're back on the Capri. If you didn't see the last video, at the end it lost oil pressure. I say it lost, it got warm. And I noticed the oil pressure was virtually on red, so today we're going to be checking that. I've bought some new oil, 2050 mineral oil for classics. It is only a cheap one, but I just want to see if it'll bring the pressure up. And I've also been told by a classic 4 guy, try and bleed the oil pressure gauge because it might have air in it. Now I've never heard that, and I don't think a lot of other people have, but it makes sense. If there's air in the line, then obviously air compresses, so it's worth a shout anyway. So today we're going to be changing the oil and bleeding the oil pressure gauge, and we'll go from there. You know what I mean? It's sort of decision time on the engine. Now if it doesn't make pressure, if I do all that and I take it out and the oil pressure still drops, it's an engine fault. Now it could just be an oil pump that I need for it, but I mean the engine's a little bit tappy as well. So I've got options. I'd like to engine convert it to something, but there is also a 2.9 Granada engine going fairly cheap, and it's down near Joe's from Shifting Metal, so that's an option. But yeah, let's get it in the garage and see what we can do. Right. Wheel spin. I'll get it up. Let's turn it off before it smokes the gaff out. Yeah. Been out. Right. That'll do to get to the sun plug anyway. Yeah. Like I say, all I'm doing is putting new oil in it, and then the rest of it's inside. Where'd I put the oil before? Did I bring it in? Yes, I did. Yeah, so I've literally bought a cheap one, 2050 classic mineral oil, and that's just so I know exactly what's in it, and then we can go from there. If it does keep oil pressure, I will replace it with a proper one. Now, a guy sounded like he knew what he was talking about. Said use Valvoline VR1 2050 race oil, basically. So if it works, I mean it's 40 odd quid, that was 25. If it works, I will put a good one in it. But for now, just to see. Now that did have oil pressure while it was cool, while the oil was still thick. So we will have to take it out for a drive as well and get it warm. You know what I mean? Let's do the oil change first. That will do. Only holds 4.3 litres that as well. You think a 2.8 engine, you think it'd have more, wouldn't you? Yeah. No. Right. Where is my mat thing? 'Cause it's cold. That's the one there. Freezing out today, isn't it? Yeah. I think we're actually going to shut this. Put the lock on the trailer, shut the door down and put a heater on. Hot in here in about 20 minutes. Yeah, it's not even getting a new filter, this. It's literally getting new oil. Have a look what the sump plug is. Looks like a 13 to me. Yeah, the sump's there. Looks like a 13mm bolt. So whip that out and the oil will come out. Bloody hellfire. Sweet. You ready? Yeah. Not as clean as I thought it would be, with it only doing about 2 miles. But yeah, not terrible. So one thing I've not actually done with this Capri is actually do a reg check. So we're going to use today's sponsor, which is Vehicle Score, to check its history.
So Vehicle Score is the one-stop shop for checking your car's history. Now if you're thinking of buying a car, this is what you need to be doing. So don't just buy it, Vehicle Score it. And if you want to save yourself 20%, don't forget to use code TVR20 at checkout or click the link in the description below.
So the reg is D22PJW. We'll hit enter and it'll give us a score out of 999. Now, I'm not expecting it to be good. It's not terrible. At the end of the day, the car's 37 years old. 61,000 on it? Wee! Right, so if we scroll down, this is where you'll do your history checks. So this is where we'll see if it's got any outstanding finance, if it's written off, if it's ever been stolen, or it's a categorised vehicle. So what we've got to do is click the Reveal Hidden History button now, and it'll take you to the checkout. And don't forget to use code TVR20 in the promo code to save yourselves 20%. So here you can see it's gone from £12.95 to £10.36. All you've got to do is put in your details and pay securely. So next, Vehicle Score is going to generate a hidden history report. So here we'll scroll down and see if there's any hidden red flags. And it's looking all good up to now. With 5 previous owners, that's not terrible at all for a 37-year-old car. Right, so it's got all green ticks, so there I've got nothing to worry about. So we can scroll down further and actually see when it was last on the road, checking its MOTs. We keep scrolling. Here's the MOT history. So as you can see here, it was May the 29th, 2009, it was last MOT'd. So that basically come off the road in 2010. So it hasn't been on the road in 14 years, this car. And hopefully we can get it back on. So there we go, that's how you check your car's history. Now if you want to help out the channel, check your car out, or if you're in the market for buying a car as well, make sure you do one of these. And don't forget to use code TVR20 at checkout to save yourself 20% off. Okay, so the sun plug's in, let's get the oil out of here. Sorry. There's a touch. Got the touch on it. Smells very petrol-y.
What does it say, Andy?
Not a clue.
Like reading the car's future.
Don't know if that's...
Oh, yeah, that's oil, alright.
I know, but see the way it looks different, and then I'm sure that's metallic-y, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that it's a bit grey, silvery looking.
That might not be good.
Shit.
See them different colours?
Yep.
That's the metallic-y look you get. It's not looking good, that way. When you do gearboxes and stuff like that, that's how it is, but even worse. Let's see that in there. Yeah, I wouldn't say that looked good, to be honest. But the engine has just had all new bearings and everything, apparently. Well, I don't know where it has. I'll get the pictures and we'll put the pictures on to show people what the lad done. He done it with his dad, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not an engine builder. I don't know if an engine that's being ran in would do this. And obviously you change the oil and then you go from there until it doesn't do it. I don't know. It might just be bedding everything in.
Mm.
Or it might be chewing bearings.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Should we change it and run it a bit and then would you
yeah,
check it again?
the lad actually watches the channel now as well.
Right.
I sent him a message about the engine oil the other day. I said, we've got it on the channel. So he's took a look like. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's munching the bearings or bedding them in. I don't know. I literally don't know. So we'll change the oil anyway. See what the oil pressure goes like. And if it goes all right, we'll drive it for a bit and then drop the oil again.
Yeah.
Because I said I was going to put a better oil in, if it is okay. It's up and down, isn't it?
Oh, mate.
That's got power steering. Didn't think this had power steering. a beast. That Granada engine, the 2.9 one I've been looking at, the power steering pumps over here. So you've got to have power steering pumps made, power steering lines made.
Okay. And is that basically going to be the fate of this? If it turns out it is chewing bearings, is the engine out and then
Yeah, well,
having fun with it?
I'm not going to spend the money on this engine.
No.
Because, I mean, they're underpowered anyway for what they are. And I don't really want to, like you say, open it up and do it all again. Because I don't know the history of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you can check everything, but I think I'd rather just get a different engine. This engine's been, all the bearings have been checked. It's had all new seals. It's had a high pressure oil pump fitted. It's had a brand new water pump. It's got a Piper Ultimate Road cam in it, so it's cammed. And it's a 2.9, so it'll probably make about 200 brake, whereas these are only about 150 from new anyway. So I'd have more brake horse, and it cost me less than building that engine. You know, we'll see. We'll see. Let's get the oil in it, and we'll run it up. We'll have to take it down the road for a little bit and get the oil hot. Oh, sorry, we need to bleed the gauge first, just in case.
Yeah.
Like you say, I don't even know if it's a thing, because a lot of people have never heard of it. So if you think about it, if you do an oil change, you shouldn't have to bleed your gauge. But the engine was out for so long, the clocks were out, do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if an oil change, the oil will stay in the line for a little bit, but because everything's been off, I don't know. Anyway, it's worth a try, because it makes sense from what he's saying. If you've got air in a brake line, your brakes don't work, do they?
Yeah.
Because air compressors. So if it's doing that on that, it's worth a shot anyway. All I've got to do is undo one nut and half the dash is already out anyway, so. That oil doesn't look good though, does it?
What?
So I said that oil doesn't look good, does it?
No.
Ah, man. Each time I work on this, it's looking more and more like an engine change.
Can't even solve one problem, we keep finding two more.
Yeah, that's it. Got it running. Nearly got rid of the misfire, now the engine's knackered. I'll pour 4-ish in, then we'll dip it, see what it is. Look at that, whoa. I love new oil.
Yeah.
Looks like syrup, doesn't it?
Yeah. And
Old school dipstick, that just
yeah.
solid metal.
Yeah.
All that flexible stuff.
No.
Looks like it's hit something there. See there, right? You see that bit on camera?
Oh shit, yeah.
Go into contact with something? No, I don't know if that's meant to be bent or not. Should it? Look at that, right on the max. It's a good guess that, wasn't it? I thought we would have to add a little bit more in, but obviously not. Right, so the oil's in, get it running. To be honest, I think we're going to have to put it outside because it's quite fumey, these old cars, aren't they?
Yeah.
We'll get it outside and we'll run it, get it a little bit warm, and then we'll do that oil gauge thing. Find out what size span it is here though. I've got to go outside in the cold now. Right. Let's see. First spanner I got, 14 mil. That's just a guess as well. Right. So that goes on. I think that's the line. So it could be a load of air here. That's just looped round.
Yeah.
But we'll find out. I don't know what would be best. Taking it right off, starting the engine. But I don't know how it's squirt, do you know what I mean? I don't know if it's come out really pressured, or if it's just gonna, or if it just crack it off from here. Put a rag on the floor, wait until it starts dribbling out. Right, okay, got the spanner, let's just get it outside. We'll run it, make sure I've got a rag handy, and just see what happens. Grab us that white rag when you... loud, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see what I'm doing here, but it's pouring out.
Yeah.
I think that shall be enough. Stinks of petrol. Proper, like, just smells more like petrol than oil. Smell that?
Oh yeah, dude.
Smells nice, like, but you know,
Yeah, I know.
why is it that petrol-y?
Should be oily.
Yeah. I mean, the oil did smell petrol-y, but this smells worse. Anyway, I have to get it warm now. Don't just go up the road, innit? The private one.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Up the private. Yeah, I'm only going up the road. The private road. The clutch is a bit shifty that we need to fix as well.
What is?
The clutch. Brakes are poo on it. Doesn't like coming out of gear because the clutch won't press in all the way. So it might be nearly out of juice as well. It's another thing we need to check. Yeah, it's hesitant there. Don't know if it needs juice.
Right.
Dry today. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, shot round there last time. Need a good few quid of juice in it. You know what I mean? Just to rule out that when we were driving, then it was splattered. Yeah. Let's fix that clutch as well to do me head in.
But now, that's surely not enough of a drive or running to get metallic back in the oil.
No, it should be enough to get the oil to, well, you'd want it a bit more, but to get the oil to temperature.
And how's our oil?
Dropping like a bloody lead balloon. Look where it's at now compared to where it was. Did you record it before?
No.
It was halfway up. So when we first started it was literally halfway up the gauge. Now it's already there with one little run. I mean, from where it was, yeah, it was halfway, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But then again, the revs have dropped. So it was probably on choke before as well, or 1,000 revs. So that would put more in if I up that like that. It won't be that much like, but. Watch your door. It's dropping like still.
Dropping?
It's between the red and the
Can you show
the next line. Here we go. that's all the way back, so the revs are right down. So now the pressure is between the last line and red, and it still hasn't been ran for long here really. Well, it's not looking good, to be honest. With the metallic in the oil and that oil pressure being like that, it'd not be good. Yeah, I was going to go and get more petrol and run it for a bit longer, just to, you know, give it a little road testing to see what we can get the oil up to, because I don't know, driving it's obviously going to create more heat. I don't want to stand here revving it, but it's with the metallic, like the metallic look in the oil and that pressure still dropping with new oil in. I'll be honest with you, the outlook doesn't look good for this engine. Yeah, I bet if we left it running for another 10 minutes or so, it would be near enough touching the red there. Oh, you bastard! It got me! It got me!
What got you?
The fucking shoulder on the door, fucking thing. Ah, just whacked my shoulder. I'm getting out the door. I don't think this car likes me, you know. I honestly don't. I'm trying to save it and everything.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've had this Capri running now for, what, 5 minutes since the test drive?
Yeah.
And yeah, look, oil pressure is basically just above red. So, I think it's terminal. I think that is, it's either an engine build with the metallic in the engine as well, with metallic in the oil, and the oil pressure being really low. Definitely needs an oil pump, minimum. But then all the metallic, has that done any damage to the engine? So I think that is it for this engine really. I mean, I know it can be saved, but do I want to? Because every time I try and fix this engine or car, it just fights back, you know what I mean? So, what do you suggest? What do you think I do with it? I've got the 2.9 option, which is the Granada engine, which would drop straight in really. Or do I go mental, look for a V8?
Yeah, V8.
I'd love a V8 Capri, but it's how much it costs. I've not really got the money to be going and spending V8 money, and you know,
Yeah.
you need gearboxes and conversion plates and standalone ECUs and shit like that. Ah, come on, man. I think it's going to sit back on my drive for a while. Unfortunately. Oh, basically I think that's it for the engine. Just having a quick look online. I don't know why I'm doing it, but an oil pump from Germany is that much. But all the metallic in the oil, you know, you'd have to strip all the engine, get all that crap out of it, all the bearing bits basically. I think it's bearing chewed up. No big ends and mains and stuff like that, but I don't know. But I think that's terminal for the engine, and I think I won't go any further with that one. Just because every time I try and fix it, it fights back. So I think I'm going to go down the route of a new engine. Now do I go with another 2.8? Do I go with the 2.9 I've told you about? Or do I save some money up maybe and go for like a V8? Now I'd love that, but it's the cost. V8 alone, you know, is probably get one for about £1,000-ish, but then if it doesn't bolt up to my gearbox, then I'm looking at conversion plates and all that rubbish. But let us know in the comments what you think I should do with it. It's going to be parked up on my drive now again for another, probably until next year, until I've got some money that I can play with. But yeah, it's not the outcome I wanted, but at least it's, you know, it's basically, that's it, you know what I mean? At least I know what it is now, and I'm not messing about. So until I've got an engine, I think that's the last you're going to see of it for a while. But let us know what you thought in the comments. Yeah, so I think that's it. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. It's free and it really helps the channel out. Give us a like and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think to it. Have I done it right? Have I done it wrong? Do you know what I mean? What would you do with it? What engine would you put in? Well, thanks to everyone that's helped in the past, do you know what I mean? Recommending, suggesting things to do, because it all helps. But yeah, I think that's it for that engine. Until I've got another engine, I think that's the last you're going to see of it. So you can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. You can also buy a hoodie as well if you want to help out the channel. Nice one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ouch!